We have 11 amazing restaurants featuring a wide variety for every price range and appetite. South Point's Garden Buffet has something for everyone at unbeatable prices. Or, if hunger strikes in the middle of the night, join us at Coronado Cafe. The American menu offers breakfast, lunch, or dinner 24 hours a day, plus a Chinese kitchen for authentic Chinese dishes from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. From steak and eggs to wonton soup, it's fast and friendly service 24/7. When you need a quick pick-me-up, you can find it at our state-of-the-art Starbucks just inside the main South Point entrance. Order ahead with the Starbucks app for easy mobile order pickups. Or enjoy your favorites in the relaxing dining area anytime, day or night. If you love Mexican food, Baja Miguel's has all of your south-of-the-border favorites. There are dozens of classics to choose from, like fajitas, ceviche, chimichangas, tacos, and more. And for spirit lovers, Baja's colorful non-smoking tequila bar is right outside.
Hi, I'm Kurt Angle. I represented the United States in the Olympics in 1996 and won a gold medal. Then I parlayed that into a pro wrestling career. I saw a commercial a few years ago.
Tunnel to Towers Foundation made a promise.
The Tunnel to Towers Foundation is paying off the mortgages for Gold Star families with young children. I thought, this is really cool. I want to be a part of it. My dad served in the Army for 30 years. We didn't have a lot of money, but he made sure we had what we needed. He set a great example for all of us. He died in a construction accident my freshman year in high school. When he died, we didn't have any income coming in, and we ended up being forced to move out of our house. I was devastated. So I understand what these families are going through, and to have an organization like Tunnel to Towers come in and pick you up and carry you and give you a home to live in, I think that's just amazing. I'd like to ask you to donate $11 a month to support these efforts by going to t2t.org or calling 1-844-BRAVEST.
The following is a Race Day Las Vegas presentation in association with Siraco Productions Limited on the Race Day Las Vegas Radio Network.
Live from the gaming capital of the world, time for Race Day Las Vegas, covering the sport of kings with a Las Vegas perspective. Now to the race desk with your host, Ralph Siraco.
From the backstretch to the turf club, at the racebooks and on the internet, to all horse players around the world, a good morning. Alrighty, good morning everybody. Welcome to the Race Day Las Vegas radio program. We come to you live and direct from the gaming capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, and the cold gaming capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, right here from the South Point Hotel Casino Complex on Las Vegas Boulevard in your gaming capital, of course, through the South Point streaming network at YouTube. We welcome you to the show. We also welcome all of you listening to us on the radio station here in town. We have our local radio station as Sports Talk 1400 AM 107.1 FM, and all the other platforms that we have, like our websites, and of course your devices. You can get your apps for your YouTube app or your KSHP app, whatever you prefer for your Androids and Google phones and Apple phones. And, of course, anywhere you get your podcasting as well. We welcome you to the show. It's cold here in Las Vegas. Now, I know everybody out there, to some people, Jonathan Hardoon is laughing his butt off because, you know, when I left the house this morning, it was 36 degrees out. He thinks it's a high over there up in Saratoga, but it's 36 here this morning, and we're only going to get up to 52 degrees today. But the good thing is, the sun will be shining. No clouds, no rain, etc. And then a little bit of the bad news is there's a little bit of a breeze out there. And as I was walking through the parking lot this morning, that wind chill gets to you. You get that cold temperature, and then the wind starts blowing. It's chilly. And anyhow, that's how it is here. But, it's always fast, firm, and perfect in the race book. And so that's where we'll be pitching the tent today. And want to welcome everybody, of course, from all those cold lands and all those warm places. We know, I'll get to it in a minute, the warm place of the, As far as the temperatures are concerned around the country, Miami, 80 degrees. Going to be nice there at Gulfstream. Tampa Bay is 84. So you can see that southern, right down there by the equator going around. It's still warm. It's that summertime weather there. But you get up in the Northeast, New York's going to wind up being 52 degrees and possibly a little bit of thunderstorms and rain there. And then you've got Chicago, 45 is going to get to 45 with rain. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of winter type weather, rain and turning into snow up in the greater northeastern part that's going through. There's a front that's going through there, and so for you folks out there, we'll wait and see if it affects any of the racetracks around the country in the Northeast. But in Southern California, 65 degrees for another day of racing at Santa Anita. And Phoenix, Arizona, 62. Yes. Brownsville, Texas is the hottest at 87 degrees. So there you have it. Still there. Anyhow, that front goes right down from New Orleans, Louisiana, all the way up through Nashville, Columbus, Ohio, and going up through the western part of New York and up into Toronto and Canada. That's where that storm front is going through. But everything else is pretty clear. A lot of snow over the corners of Colorado and New Mexico and Oklahoma, etc. But no racing there, so we're okay. Anyhow, that's that. Couple of things I wanted to talk about today. That game last night was really great. Richie gave us a winner, Miami over Ole Miss, but it took until the very last moments to not only get the win, but the cover for Miami. Ole Miss played really great. Tonight, the other championship, the college football championship playoff, to get to the main event, the big championship, will be Indiana playing Oregon. So we'll wait and see what Richie has to say about that, but he gave us the winner yesterday. All right. Leo O'Brien. This trainer was a famous trainer from back east, but you will all remember one of the most famous horses that he's trained, and a legend up there at Saratoga, and that was 4-Star Dave. He was the trainer of 4-Star Dave. Leo O'Brien passed away at 85 years old, so our condolences go out to his family. But his mark with 4-Star Dave will be long-lasting at Saratoga. Long-lasting. Bob Baffert is thinking about taking Imagination, the horse that was the runner-up in the Breeders' Cup Sprint, and he might join Nisos in Nevada Beach in Saudi Arabia for the races at Saudi Arabia. And Imagination, he said, might be very well pointed for the Riyadh Dirt Sprint there. So the races, those big races on Saudi Cup night is starting to shape up really good. And, of course, when you get to that part of the world, a lot of those guys are going to do a double dip. They're going to go from Saudi to Dubai for the Dubai World Cup. It makes all the sense in the world. So we'll wait and see about that. And She's So Spicy, Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint winner and one of the finalists for the Eclipse Award, going to the Saudi Turf Sprint. And then from there, we'll be going to the Al Khaz Sprint in Dubai. So She's So Spicy will be out there as well. So a lot going on there. Don't forget that coming up, 2 weeks from tomorrow will be the Pegasus World Cup and the Pegasus World Cup Turf as well. So we're starting to get into some of the big races around the country. And that we're always looking for those races for 3-year-olds. Did want to really quickly congratulate some of the folks that won special Eclipse Awards. And the Eclipse Award for the best photo of the year You got to see this thing. It is amazing. And the best photo of the year was won by Skip Dickstein, who he labeled the photo unseated. And he works for the Albany Times Union and Blood Horse. And he's the one that caught the jockey in midair during that spill and that would happen there at in the race at Saratoga. And so he wins that. As far as live television programming, Fox Sports got it for the Belmont Stakes telecast. The featured television of Fox Sports also got it for the Healing Ride. Michael Mulholvey, president, got that for the insight and analysis there. For the writing, News Enterprise, Natalie Voss and Pollock on the Pollock Report for Doom Scroll, Thoroughbreds, Bail Pens, and Horse Trades. The writing for feature commentary, Jay Privman. Congratulations to Jay Privman of the Daily Racing Form. He got it for his column, Lucas Morphed for Caustic to Aviculture. Anyhow, he got it for a great story he made about D. Wayne Lucas. Congratulations to Jay Privman. Like I said, Skip Dickstein, you got to see this photo. It's a great photo. You can go to the bloodhorse.com and see it. The Eclipse Award-winning photo where the two horses coming out of the gate and the jockey is suspended between them, holding them. And he caught that picture. It was really great. So I want to, congratulate all of those Eclipse Award winners there. But I do have one thing to say about the Eclipse Awards. And that is they do the awards, and rightfully so, for all of the categories, etc., of human participation, as well as all the horses, obviously. But they have never given an Eclipse Award out to track announcers. And they are so much a part of the horse racing experience. Now with television and, streaming and all that, and live at the racetrack. I mean, there are some great announcers out there who have given some fantastic calls of the greatest races of the year, and they get no recognition except for the paycheck. So come on, Eclipse Award guys out there, start giving awards out to the track announcers, the best call of the year, and a lot of, a hall of fame of track announcers. And you can just take your favorite announcer, he should be in there. From the past, Harry Henson in Southern California. And it goes on and on and on. I can go through a whole list of them, but I won't. But you know what I'm talking about. There ought to be an Eclipse Award for a track announcer. Just my opinion. Okay? Anyhow, we're going to go. Jonathan Ardoon is with us today, back with us. And, of course, Rich Eng. He'll give us his thoughts about the other half of the championship playoff for the big game later on, as well as a horse pick. John Linda will be with us. Jerry Jackowitz. Boy, Jerry saved the did Jerry save the handicappers yesterday? He certainly did. Jerry came with a big winner yesterday in the first race, I believe. I'm going to get that sheet right now. In the first race at Santa Anita yesterday. Remember, Jerry was always talking about getting the reverse. He says, always make sure you get a reverse. Well, that happened yesterday. And the reason why he says getting the reverse is because he could be a little bit wrong and still cash with the reverse. And he usually likes a lot of long shots that he puts in it. And when the long shot beats the actual primary pick, the payoff is much better. And that's what happened yesterday. That is exactly what happened yesterday. Green Zone went wire to wire yesterday on the grass under Mando Aguilar. Paid $28.40 for trainer Dean Peterson. Jerry's key horse, French Moonlight, finished second in the race. Green Zone was one of his link-ups. So the dollar reverse exacta, if you reverse the link-ups to the key horse for second, the dollar exacta paid $57. And it went further because he also had link-ups that ran first and third. So if you did the reverse with the trifecta as well, that dollar reverse trifecta paid $237.40. And so that was a great application and a great, reason why you should do the results and do the results and the reverse for those results. Okay, so congratulations to Jerry J. Did a great job there. All righty. As far as the other results at Santa Anita yesterday on the Makeup Thursday, Kazuchi Kimura got his first win of the day in one of the two stakes races, the Eddie Logan at a mile on the turf for 3-year-olds with Stark Contrast. Big favorite, Stark Contrast for Mike McCarthy, paid $2.60, outrunning Brigante and Unrivaled Time. Stark Contrast really just was much the best in that race and gave trainer Mike McCarthy his 500th career win. So congratulations to Mike McCarthy winning career win number 500 in the featured Eddie Logan yesterday. Juan Hernandez got his first win of the day on a Bob Baffert maiden filly, a fourth race winner, French Blue, at $3.20. And then Kazuchi Kimura came back with his second win of the day in the sixth race on a maiden 3-year-old at 6 furlongs for Tim Yakteen. That paid $13 even. In the second feature of the day at Santa Anita, the Robert J. Frankel, the winner there was Paradise Lake. Juan Hernandez' second win of the day, this for trainer Peter Urton, paying $9 even, outrunning Starry Night and Watchtower. And all in all, the pick six yesterday at Santa Anita paid $11,839. By the way, the coast-to-coast pick 5, Santa Anita and Gulfstream races, that paid $6,458.60 there. But the real big prices were at Gulfstream Park yesterday. First race started out at $29.20. Then you had a $7.60 winner, an $8.20 winner, and a $6 winner. That $6 winner was the first of a couple of wins on the day for Miguel Vasquez. The fifth race, the anchor in the early pick 5, paid $67.60. You get that $29 winner in the first race, the $67.60 winner in the last race in the sequence of 5. Put that all together with the other 3 in between. The pick 5 for 50 cents at Gulfstream paid $75,888.85. Now, we then start with the pick 6 that started with the $67.60 winner. Then you had a $17.20 winner, the first win of the day for Tyler Gaffleone, then $6.40, and then $17.40. And then the ninth race winner gave Gaffleone his second win of the day for Brendan Walsh, paying $5.60. We get to the 10th race on the card, and Miguel Vasquez gets his second win of the day, and the horse pays $76.60. $76.60. You started out the pick 6 with the 67. You ended it with a 76. And for all intents and purposes, you got to think nobody had it. One lucky ticket took down the entire jackpot yesterday in this pick 6, and it paid $416,348.44. Bada bing. By the way, the late pick 5 paid $40,000, $40,640.15 to be exact. Bombs away yesterday at Gulfstream Park. Congratulations to that one jackpot winner. And I know some people might think it might be a CAW, but I'm not saying that. Fairgrounds yesterday, Joe Sharp. He had a couple of winners on the card. His first race winner paid $2.80. He came back in the 8th race with Jose Ortiz's second win of the day, paying $6.80. Ortiz got his first win of the day in the 4th race for Sherry DeVoe, paying $11.40. Marcelino Pedroza also had a couple of wins. He won the 5th race, paying $4.40 for Chris Hartman, and then came back in the 9th race for Brad Cox, paying $10.20. And Emmanuel Neves also won a couple of races. He won the 6th race, paying $15.80, and then came back right in the 7th race for a $37.40 winner yesterday at the fairgrounds. Okay? All right, that's a look at what happened yesterday and some of the other things that are happening in racing, but we got to get started with our race day show. So we have our handicappers ready to go and your racing menu as well. So let's take a first break, and when we come back, we're off to the races.
South Point Casino has plenty of attractions for the whole family. Catch a movie. Our 16-screen movie theater includes 2 XD Extreme screens for the ultimate in viewing, sound, and luxury. After the show, treat the family to a variety of treats at our old-fashioned ice cream parlor, Kate's Corner. We scoop up a variety of creamy concoctions, including smoothies, hand-dipped cones, milkshakes, malts, sodas, and sundaes. At Kate's, there's something for everyone. And if you've still got time to spare, our bowling center might be right up your alley. Voted Best of Las Vegas, it's a great place for friends and family fun. 64 lanes, a pro shop, snack bar, and arcade. And while the kids are bowling, you can play slots and sip on a drink in the Alley Cat Lounge while overlooking the lanes. For our more serious and professional bowlers, the South Point is also home to a separate tournament bowling plaza.
All right, back on Race Day Las Vegas. You really got to go to the bloodhorse.com website and take a look at this Eclipse Award-winning photo. It really is something. It's really a masterpiece. Now, Skip Dickstein, who is a professional photographer in horse racing for years, this is his second Eclipse Award win this year. But it was a photo of the 2025 Jockey Club Gold Cup Stakes at Saratoga. Now, you remember in that race, he captured the chain reaction when jockey Ired Ortiz Jr. got unseated from Mindframe. Remember, he got knocked there, and he was falling off the horse, and then he was suspended between the necks of Mindframe, the horse that he fell off of, and White Abarrio, and he was sitting there grasping their manes, and he's suspended while they're running before he finally fell to the ground. His feet were dangling about a foot off the ground, but it's really amazing. You got to take a look at that picture. It is really something else. That's something you put framed on the wall somewhere. Caught that, and that obviously should have been the Eclipse Award-winning photo. All right, here, let's get started with the racing menu. We begin by reminding you that the first post times we broadcast on this racing menu each and every day are that of the Pacific time zone, because that's where we're at here in Las Vegas in the Pacific time zone. If you're in another time zone, adjust to it so you don't miss anything like I miss Mom and Dad, okay? We begin with Laurel Park. Laurel Park opens up its Preakness meet, they say. Now, the Preakness isn't until May, but because Pimlico is now going through the big rebuilding and remodeling, the Preakness will be run at Laurel, and this is the start of the meet that runs through there. And so, opening day today, 10 races at Laurel, and a first post time of 9 a.m. 9 a.m. at Laurel today. Gulfstream Park, they have 10 races today, and their pick 6 jackpot is empty. It starts anew today because somebody knocked it down yesterday. 10 races at Gulfstream, and a first post time at Gulfstream Park is set at 9:20. 9:20 at Gulfstream Park today. And then coming up next is Tampa Bay Downs. Tampa Bay Downs has a first post time of 9:30. 9:30 at Tampa Bay today. Tampa Bay has a first post time for their 9 races at 9:30. 9:30 at Tampa Bay. Next comes Aqueduct, the Big A in New York. Back racing today. Aqueduct has 8 races and a first post time of 9:40. 9:40 at Aqueduct today. And they say the weather conditions will be mostly sunny and 45 degrees today at Aqueduct. Mostly sunny and 45. First post time at the Big A, 9:40 for their 8-race card. Fairgrounds is next. They have 8 races. Their first post time is 10:45. Their pick 6 jackpot carryover, $3,296 at the Fairgrounds today. And a first post time for 8 races set at 10:45. 10:45 at Fairgrounds. Then we go to Santa Anita. Santa Anita, 10 races today at Santa Anita. First post time is 12 high noon. We got it right today. 12 high noon is the first post at Santa Anita today. They have 10 races. They added a couple of races from the makeups. So they have 10 races today at Santa Anita. First post time is 12 o'clock this afternoon. And their pick 6 carryover at Santa Anita Yeah, $12,701. Pick six carryover at San Anita, $12,701 regular pick six carryover. All right, Delta Downs has 9 races. Their first post time is 2:45. And then we go to Turfway Park. Turfway Park has 9 races with full field still there. Turfway Park's first post time is 2:55. A couple of carryovers there. A super high 5 carryover at Turfway Park of $3,304. And their pick 6 jackpot carryover stands at $75,892. Turfway Park's first post time 2:55, and then we wrap it up with Charlestown. Charlestown has a pick 6 jackpot carryover of $11,901, and their first post time is at 4 p.m. Okay, let's go to Jonathan Ardoon standing by. Jonathan, good morning.
Good morning, Ralph. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Did you see that picture?
Yeah, it's great.
Isn't it?
Irod Ortiz is standing up between 2 horses. He's got his arm around both of them. It looked like a scene out of Ben-Hur.
Yeah.
He was riding a chariot.
Yeah, and I was wondering, sitting there saying, should I hold on or should I let go? Because they're going to be separating soon.
It's a miracle he didn't get really hurt bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that, and what happened going into the first turn out of the gate, I mean, that could have been a total disaster.
Yes. That was it was spectacular because of the fact that nobody got injured, no horses got injured, no jockeys got injured. A couple of players probably lost their money on Irad losing his mount, but otherwise it was and a big race like that too, the Jockey Club Gold Cup, man.
Yeah. And it's an amazing picture he got. I mean, I don't know if he took it off a video or something, but it was really an amazing shot.
No, you can't do that. A lot of the photographers in horse racing, they all get together for the big stakes races. They'll be out at out on the side of the racetrack. Some will be on the inner railing, some will be on the out. And just about when the race starts, they'll go clicking away. And see if they got anything on their film, and that's one of them. So it was great. What'd you think about racing yesterday at San Anita? Okay.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean,
no biases or anything to talk about.
Nothing really big. By the way, condolences to the Leo O'Brien family. Everyone knows that Johnny V is actually married to Leo O'Brien's daughter, so it was Johnny V's father-in-law. That's why he was off all mounts yesterday at Gulfstream. Yeah,
he wasn't riding yesterday at Gulfstream, and it's because obviously his father-in-law just died. He's not racing at all today. He doesn't have any mounts today either, but that man will always be remembered for 4-star Dave, I should say.
He won like 5 straight years at Saratoga. They named a race after him. Everyone knows the 5-star Dave. It's one of the big races at Saratoga on the turf, and that's quite a feat to win 5 years in a row. I think it was 5 years.
Yeah, 4-star Dave. We made it. We made it 5-star because of inflation. It's inflation,
Exactly. And he won 5 races, so he made it 5-star Dave.
Yeah, we're renaming him 5-star Dave. We don't care. All right. In any case, what are we looking at today?
Well, to be honest with you, the Aqueduct is really slim pickings, Ralph. They only racing 3 days this week. Next week they go back to 4, but short fields, a couple of scratches. The weather's nice. I don't get it, so I'm avoiding Aqueduct today. First of our 2 radio plays comes at Gulfstream, race number 8. It's a mile and 3/16 on the Tapeta track, and I really like the number 2 horse in here, In Spite of Charlie. This is a 4-year-old gelding from the Barclay Tag Barn. Nick Juarez aboard to ride. He's listed at 4-1 on the morning line. Graduation day today for number 2, In Spite of Charlie, and today's 8th race out at Gulfstream Park.
All right, in the 8th race today at Gulfstream Park, we have only really, there's no scratches in the race. Swamp Fox is the first time gelding, but there are no scratches in that 8th race so far at Gulfstream. And you like the 2 horse, In Spite of Charlie?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In Spite of Charlie gets the nod in the 8th race at Gulfstream. Mile and 3/16. That's an unusual distance. The distance, by the way, of the Preakness Stakes.
Exactly.
Okay.
But this is at Gulfstream. This is on Tapeta.
Yeah, Gulfstream, Tapeta, and it's not the Preakness. So there you have it, Ralph. Okay, time to get started. Where are we going next?
Let's go to Santa Anita. Look at race number 7, 5.5 furlongs, maiden claiming event. And number 5, Kiss Me Coco, a 3-year-old filly from the Brian Corner barn, gets Lasix today for the first time. This horse has 4 career starts. She's been stuck from breaking from the rail in her first 2 races. In her last 2 races, I should say, and in her career debut, she broke from the 2. She finally gets off the inside. Aguirre aboard to ride 4-1 in the morning line. You could single number 5, Kiss Me Coco, in today's 7th race at Santa Anita.
All right, Santa Anita, 7th race, number 5, Kiss Me Coco. Overflow field of 14 in that race, and it looks like one of the most interesting races to bet on today for sure, looking for some price. And you got it there with number 5, Kiss Me Coco, with Mr. Aguilera aboard, Amardo Aguilera. The 5 in the 7th race there. Looking ahead over the weekend, the San Vicente for 3-year-olds. That'll be the 5th race on Saturday, tomorrow. It's at 7 furlongs. So these horses are like almost the catch-up horses trying to get into the Kentucky Derby realm. But there it's just a field of 5 in this race, and possibly because Bob Baffert has entered Butane. Returning to the races, Butane, Juan Hernandez, 6-5 on the morning line, and I guess it's all off of his last race.
Yeah, he ran well. He ran very well first time out at Del Mar. Then he shipped to New York, and he ran in the hopeful with Pratt riding. Went off the favorite that day. Returns to Southern California. Certainly the horse to beat. But take nothing away from the 4. Acknowledge Me, Please, the Doug O'Neill horse. That horse is pretty good also. 3 starts. He broke from the rail in both of his last 2 starts. If someone's going to beat him, that would be the horse. But Butane looks tough in that spot.
Yeah. Butane does look tough in that spot. And again, it's Bob Baffert starting with the 3-year-olds. And you know what happens in the springtime. He'll start with the 2-year-olds next after that as well. It's just an ongoing thing with Baffert. But we'll wait and see.
It's a factory, Ralph. It's a factory. He just ships them in and ships them out.
Yeah.
That's what. By the way, someone sent me an email yesterday, and they were right. Baffert had 10 graded stakes winners last year and didn't get one bit of acknowledgement in the Eclipse Awards. I mean, 10 graded stakes, that's got to count for something. He wasn't even, in the top 3.
I got to tell you though, there are a lot of good trainers out there right now doing a lot of good things, and maybe people just take it for granted that Bob Baffert gets all of these expensive, well-bred horses, and it's almost like people think that he should be winning those races with those horses because they're well-bred and they're very expensive. Maybe that's the case. I don't know.
It's like coaches and managers in baseball and football. The number 1 teams, their coaches very rarely get named Coach of the Year because they expect those teams to win. So I guess you're right, Ralph. The same thing falls on Baffert category here. He's supposed to win. He's winning. That's just my opinion. I think you're right about that, by the way.
All I can say is I don't think Baffert's going to lose any sleep over that, though.
No. And I don't think he's applying for the job to coach the Raiders.
No,
So
he's not.
J.
No, that's for sure. All right. Thanks a lot, Jonathan. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, by the way,
Thanks,
sheets.
Ralph.
How many sheets? What's the sheets today?
We got Santa Anita, Gulfstream Aqueduct, and our new one, Fairgrounds.
Oh, you're doing Fairgrounds.
JONHAON.com.
Okay.
Thank you, Ralph.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Stay safe and be well.
You got it. And we're going to come back with Rich Eng to find out who he likes in the second half of the playoffs to go to the championship. He already got the winner, Miami, last night. So we'll wait and see about his thoughts today between Oregon and Indiana. Don't go away.
Thank you, buddy.
There are many families that need your help. I'm Mark Wahlberg, and I'm asking you to support the Tunnel to Towers Foundation in their efforts to deliver mortgage-free homes to catastrophically injured service members, Gold Star, and fallen first responders families with young children, as well as eradicating homelessness amongst our veterans.
Everybody knows where the money's going, every single dollar. God bless you.
Please contribute $11 a month to support their efforts by visiting t2t.org.
Are you ready to lock in your bets and cash in on the games this weekend? Get weekly football winners from Alex White, Chris Andrews, and Vinny Malulo.
I did take the dog 3.5.
I'm going to stay with the culture. That's definitely going to be one of my plays.
If the Bears have turned the corner, they have to take care of business in this game.
Yes.
Tune in for behind-the-book perspectives you won't find anywhere else.
Well, if you're looking to bet the under, you're going to get a better number.
The wise guys are certainly not going to play the favorites.
I know if it hits 7, don't blink. Maybe that's what bettors are waiting for.
Every NFL matchup, every college game that matters, the spreads, the stats, and the smart money plays.
Is there a way to bet against both teams?
Get your winning edge with Football Frenzy, streaming on YouTube every Friday at noon Pacific.
Alrighty, back on Race Day Las Vegas, and as you know, coming from Las Vegas, Nevada, we always take a look at the betting action in some of the big games and big sports, and of course college football is getting into the championship game for themselves, and there's one team left to decide, one game left I should say, to decide who the team will play Miami for the national championship, and that happens today between Indiana and Oregon, and the man who gave us the winner yesterday is back with us today. Rich Eng, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ralphie. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, listeners.
Well, it was a heck of a game last night. I can tell you what, Ole Miss didn't give up.
No, it was really an outstanding game to watch. Fun, going back and forth. And, the game played out the way I had handicapped it and talked about it yesterday on the show, Ralph. Miami of Florida, time of possession, they had the ball for 41 minutes and 30 seconds. Mississippi had the ball for 18 minutes and 30 seconds. When you think about it, it was almost miraculous that Mississippi was able to score 27 points when they had the ball for only 18 minutes and 30 seconds. But one of those plays was that 73-yard run by Lacey when he broke through the line. But Miami of Florida got the job done late, run in by the quarterback, Carson Beck, with 18 seconds to go. And I thought there was a funny shot right after that touchdown where an assistant coach for Miami of Florida hugs the head coach, Mario Cristobal, to congratulate him on the touchdown. And he just shoves the coach off him saying, this game's not over yet.
Yeah,
and he knew what he was talking about.
He looked really angry. And by the way, when that happened, folks, there was like 18 seconds left in the game, and Ole Miss had no timeouts. Yet they managed to get down far enough for the final play to be a pass into the end zone that was not caught. Otherwise, they would have won in a dramatic fashion. So the coach was right. Just wait until all the time is over with.
Yep, football's a 60-minute game, and until all 60 minutes are played, do not celebrate yet. And one last thing I'll say about the game, Ralph, is that the kid for Mississippi, Trinidad Chambliss, I didn't get a chance to watch him play much during the season, but these last two playoff games, he looks like an NFL quarterback to me. And I don't know if he's going to be drafted in the first round, but if somebody takes a flyer on him, he's got the skills to be to make it in the league. So I'll be interested to see. He's supposed to play one more year at Mississippi and then come out.
Yes, he definitely is. He it looks like a Pac-Man game when he starts running around back there. And not only did you say about the time of possession was so lopsided, but a lot of people who bet the over of 52.5 points in that game were throwing their tickets away at halftime because the score was so low. And like you said, Miami is a methodical type of team that just keeps running and running and running and tries to run it down your throat. That takes off a lot of time off of the clock. But boy, if you did, you were fishing in your trash can to get that ticket out by the end of the game.
Yeah, and Miami, they suffered some injuries. They kind of got beat up, so we'll see what happens over the next 10 days if they get all their pieces together. But whoever they play, whether it's Oregon or Indiana in the championship, they're going to be a tough out because, as I handicapped yesterday, they have great line play, offense and defense, and that wins football games.
Well, who do you think might wind up playing them in the championship?
Well, tonight it's the Peach Bowl in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Oregon and Indiana. They played already this season up at Eugene, Oregon. And Indiana upset Oregon by 10 points. Oregon was a 7-point favorite. They lost out on their home field. And, it's tough to beat a really good football team twice. So I'm going to take the points with Oregon -4 or +4, excuse me, but with also the angle that if this is a field goal game, Ralph, I can still win the bet even if I lose the game. Oregon +4 over Indiana.
And it opened with Indiana -4. It's still -4. So you're going to take those 4 points. And as you say, field goal winning the game either way gets you done as a winner. Oregon +4 against Indiana tonight for the chance to go and meet Miami in the college football championship. All right, let's turn our attentions back to horse racing. You got a full sheet of handicapping today for Santa Anita at the racedaylasvegas.com websites. Where are we going with the pick today, Richie?
Well, I believe we created a Siraco play in race 7 at Santa Anita. I heard Jonathan give out the 5-horse Kiss Me Coco. I like the 4-horse, pronounce it, 5 this horse dropping in class. That drop from maiden special weight down to maiden 20 is a cavernous drop. It's like jumping off a cliff. But this horse ran okay first time out. A little improvement. It's going to be awful tough. Let's go with the 4. Pronounce it in race 7.
All right. In the 7th race you like, in number 4, pronounce it. And as I said to Jonathan earlier, it's one of the few races on today's card at Santa Anita that really looks like a good handicapping race to handicap and try to pick a winner, because I think it's going to be a price horse that wins it. So in the 7th race, you like the 4, pronounce it. And Jonathan likes the horse right next door, coming out of the starting gate, the 5, Kiss Me Coco. So we have a Siraco play, the exacta box of 4-5-5-4 in the 7th race, and you like the 4, pronounce it, in that equation. That's your pick on the show, and you have a full sheet for Santa Anita right now at the racedaylasvegas.com websites. All right, thanks a lot, Rich. And, of course, we're going into the NFL wildcard playoff weekend coming up this weekend, starting tomorrow, Sunday, and even a game on Monday. And so we'll keep that mojo going for the pigskin and the horse hides. Thanks a lot.
Hey, thanks, Ralph. Good luck, everybody.
All right, you got it, my man. And when we come back, we'll be with John Lendo from Southern California and Jerry Jackowitz as well. Don't go away.
South Point is also proud to provide a variety of relaxing amenities for the guests who want to be pampered. Soak up the sun and let your stress melt away in our lagoon-style paradise swimming pool. A relaxing getaway where you can bask in the desert sun and enjoy seasonal food and bar service poolside. And if you really want to escape, come to Spa Costa del Sur. From couple suites to a co-ed wet area, our spa caters to business and leisure travelers who want to unwind and elevate their senses. A visit to one of our spa's steam, sauna, or whirlpool treatment rooms will leave any guest feeling like they can take on the world.
The Race Day Las Vegas Show, the only exclusive daily local media racing information source in Las Vegas.
All righty. Want to remind you folks out there that Sports by the Book has a lot of good stuff too. And today is Friday, which means it's Football Frenzy Friday for all of our sports handicappers here at the South Point. So you are going to get the game for tonight and their selections there, and the wild card weekend as well. And they do a lot of good work, and they're good handicappers. So make sure you tie on to Sports by the Book right here on the South Point Streaming Network, right here where you're at now, and it's at noon today. Football Friday Frenzy today at noon. It is an absolute must. All right, time to go out to John Lendo, standing by in Southern California. John, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ralph. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, my man. How's that weather back there in Southern Cal?
Nice. We're going to be a little bit warmer today, a little bit warmer tomorrow. It's going to be a really nice weekend here. We were back to fast and firm yesterday, and glad to be able to put some race cards back to back. It's a nice feeling to get going finally.
Yes, it is. good friend of ours, and of course, a co-host with you on a lot of the radio work that you do in Southern California. Jay Privman got an Eclipse Award.
Yes, Jay had he was the longtime host of Thoroughbred Los Angeles, which we run, and great to see that he won one yesterday for that piece about the life and times of trainer D. Wayne Lucas. Jay, I think he won an Eclipse Award of Merit a few years ago when he retired, and for a retired guy, he's been pretty busy writing books to raise money for the retired horses and doing things like this, and it's great to see. I'm glad he's being honored, and well done, Jay.
Yes, it is, and deservedly so. When you can tell you how far back I go as far as old as I am, but when I was working as the radio and TV guy at Hollywood Park Racetrack, Jay Privman got credentials, his first job at a racetrack. And I remember that when he came into the press box, it was a long press box, and all of the veteran writers and handicappers were all on one side, and on this side was the kind of the radio and TV division. And Bill Garr, who used to do the recreations of the feature race every day from Southern California at the racetrack, had his booth right in the corner at the bottom. And Jay he moseyed on over and took a seat right there, like he was like a new kid on the block and didn't want to. But it was really fun, and we had a lot of fun together. Jay learned well, and he's a great ambassador for this sport, no doubt about it.
He absolutely is. He's still got a lot of impact. What he says means something because it's well thought out, and he does it from the heart. He cares about the sport and the business.
Absolutely. Any other Southern California news that we should know about?
No, in general, everything's going well. There was a little piece on the satellite feed yesterday from Santa Anita about my old trainer, Bill Spar. He's had some problems and had to have some surgery. And actually, he got something called sepsis, which is like an infection that can kill you. And it got into his leg, and they actually had to amputate his right leg below his knee. He's in the hospital now. He's doing fine. Talk to Bill every day, and he's already doing rehab stuff. But it was nice to Santa Anita, some of the Zoe Cadman and some of the others recognized that he had been having some problems. And Bill's had visitors like Mike Smith and Lafitte have already been over to see him and stuff. So, we look after the guys that got us there.
Yes, and our thoughts and prayers go out to a great recovery for Bill Spar. Really a down-to-earth guy, that good trainer too. But I saw that interview with Zoe and Mike Smith. Mike Smith was very casual and courtesy about that situation there, and he said he did visit Bill, and Bill is in high spirits. He's going to get that prosthetic leg, and he's going to move on with it.
He's a tough guy, Ralph. He's an old school guy, and you're not going to keep him down. He's 86 years old, still doing his thing.
Talking about trainers, what about the Leo O'Brien passing away with 4-star Dave? Heck of a trainer back east too.
Great horseman, 4-star Dave and 4 stars all-star, 2 turf horses that could run all day. I know Richie Migliori rode a lot for him, and everybody I know. I never met Leo O'Brien, but I've never heard a bad thing about him. And like John Hardoon said, that's why Johnny Velasquez was off his mounts. He's his son-in-law. Don't expect Velasquez to be riding at Gulfstream Park today, so maybe look for changes there.
Yeah, I don't believe he had a mount today, so
okay.
But he might go ahead and take off the weekend as well. We'll wait and see about that. And finally, what about that Eclipse Award-winning pitcher? Is that something else?
That was to be shooting away at the start of the race, much less the stretch run, and to catch something like that. It was an unbelievable race. It's a great shot, and the best part is everybody walked out of that okay.
Yeah, no question about that. That was a goodie there. Well, anything that we should know about any track biases or trends yesterday at Santa Anita before we get to today?
No, the main track was kind of dull, but it played fair. You could win on the lead. You could win from off the pace. The grass course looked good. I'm expecting that just probably the main track tightens up a little bit today, and the turf course will as well. So I would just call it fast and fair and try and find the best horse if you're handicapping.
Well, I know that if you're handicapping, you should get the Linda Report, and that is available today only in one place in this big, beautiful gaming capital of the world. Only one place you can get the Linda Report, and that's here at the South Point in our racebook. It's free of charge, complimentary to the players because they love horse players here. And John Lendo's Lendo Report covers all the races today at Santa Anita, a suggested late pick 4. And he also has a coast-to-coast pick 5 suggestion, the coast-to-coast pick 5 between Gulfstream Park and Santa Anita, all on one comprehensive sheet, the Lendo Report here at the South Point, free of charge. And what are we doing today, John?
Well, the best betting race at Santa Anita today is the 10th and final. Let's go to that 10th race. And number 7, Special Flower, does not run often. She's a 7-year-old with 7 lifetime starts, but she makes them count when she gets to the races. 5 turf sprints, 4 of them she's been in the exacta, training well for the comeback. And I think she gets a good trip pressing the pace from the outside. 5-1 on the morning line. They're not wasting any time. You got to get the money while she gets to the races. So number 7, Special Flower, race number 10, Santa Anita.
And if you're looking for a jock to get a horse out of the gate and attend the early pace, Edwin Maldonado is right at the top of the list, and he will be riding Special Flower in that 10th race. So in the 10th race, you like the 7 Special Flower and what you believe is the best betting race on the card, the 10th and final race at Santa Anita, number 7. Don't forget to get that Lendo Report. It's available right here at South Point right now. And so play the races and enjoy yourself here with the Lendo Report. Hey, thanks a lot, John. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
You got it, Ralph. Good luck today.
All right. Now we're going to go to Jerry Jackowitz standing by. And Jerry, good morning.
Good morning, Ralph.
Well, Jerry, I mean, you actually have 2 sheets out today, Aqueduct and Santa Anita. How about that? Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm stoked.
All right.
Fields could have been a little fuller, but I'm happy with what we have.
Don't forget that the Jerry J's Power Pages for both Santa Anita and Aqueduct available right now at jerryjspowerpage.com. You were the hero yesterday on the show, Jerry, with your philosophy about the key horse and always reverse the bet with the link-ups. The reverse play happened, and it turned out to be better as far as the payoffs are concerned with the horses. You took down a $28 winner with the reverse play, but more importantly with the exotics, you had the exacta $57 and a trifecta paid over $250 and change.
That's all true, but the horse went off at 8-5, and I sort of set the price at 2-1. So for me, I wasn't in there betting, but sometimes there's a big price in there, and
let me ask you this, Jerry. I know that you give a cutoff point, like you said, your cutoff point was 2-1, but does that apply to when they're betting the exotics with the link-ups too?
Right. Well, no. If you've gone out and looked at all the exotics and you're getting more than the 2-1 price for win and place or very close to it, then you can kind of go ahead and do it. If it's
all right. So as far as the exotics, it depends on how the exotics play with the link-ups. But as far as the win bet, you have that cutoff point.
Right. And I mean, there's another thing you can do is you can take a long price out of the spread and make a play on that. But that's getting a little bit more advanced, I guess you'd say. But
yeah, a little bit more sophisticated. All right. We've got a minute and 20 seconds to get 2 picks. Where are we going first?
Yeah, but if we just stick with what we're doing, we'll be okay. Let's go to the 6th at Aqueduct. Number 1, Blenheim Baby looks advantageous to me. Second, sort of off a little bit of a freshening. Just a nice looking horse. Pratt is up 3-1. Again, 2-1 would be fine here. I don't know if we'll get it with Pratt, but I'll take the 1 over the 3, 4, 5 small reverses. The 1, Blenheim Baby, race number 6.
Okay, you're leaving out the 8-5 morning line favorite in the 2 horse, unless that horse is scratched.
The 2, that's funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Not so funny to me.
Okay, so in the 6th race, you like the 1. That's the key. 3, 4, 5 are the link-ups and reverse. And the 1 cutoff point is around 2-1 with Flavien Prat. All right, let's go to Santa Anita.
Right. Now we're going to go to the 10th race. My second-rated horse, Shangri-Lama's first time off a claim for Glatt. That could improve the horse. So I've got a nice rating on him already. 9-2. Maybe if we're at 7-2, we're okay here on the 9 horse Shangri-Lama.
Okay.
I'll take the 9 over the 1, 4, 5, and 11. That's the 1, 4, 5, and 11. And I'll add in John 7.
Okay, so there's a big spread on the link-ups, but you like the 9. Shangri-Lama is your play. Spread on the link-ups include 1, 4, 5, 11 and John's 10. And with John and you in the same race, I got another Siraco Exacta box play. The Siraco Exacta box is 7997, but you are the 9 in the last race there. All right, so that wraps up today's Race Day show. Don't forget Jerry J's Power Pages at jerryjpowerpage.com. Say it, Jerry!
Have a great race day, everybody.